Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon, and here I talk about my yarny craft, knitting, crochet, and probably some yarn haul, but not this year. This year I'm trying to eliminate my stash. I'm just going to shop from my stash because I do have a lot of yarn still, probably a few years worth of yarn. And I plan to use up all my yarn before I buy more for this year. So that's kind of like my 2023 resolution, kind of, but well, it will take a lot of discipline to do that. So without any further ado, let me start. First of all, I want to say Happy Chinese New Year or Happy Lunar New Year to those who are celebrating, and even to those that are not celebrating, Happy New Year to you. And it have been, I think it is going well so far. Today is actually the third day of the new year. For us Chinese, they are like 15 days for this celebration, so this is like the third day. So we have about 12 more days, but I will be going back to work in 2 days. So I am taking this chance to record now because I did do quite a bit of work during my leave. I took like just few days of leave, and then I have been knitting and crocheting my heart out. The only time I wasn't doing that was, I think, on the first day of New Year, which was like 2 days ago. So anyway, let me start by showing you like what I'm wearing. But what I'm wearing isn't my freshly finished object. It was like from 2 podcasts ago. But I think I did say that I'm going to use this particular garment for this podcast, and this is the falling leaf Ponchito. It's supposed to be like a poncho, but I kind of modify it to be like to be a sweater. And then, as you can see, it is like, so it's basically lace all over. So maybe I can stand up and show you. It's lace all over. Oh, and then my mic is right here. It's just like, it's a crochet garment, and you just do chain after chain after chain. And then what I did was, the starting chain, the starting of this project is right here on the neck line here, neckband, and then you just crochet down, and then somewhere here I just stop increasing, and then I join in the round to create the armhole, and then I just crochet straight down, and then did the ribbing. And I did the ribbing here using knit and purl. I didn't crochet here because I kind of like the look of the knit and purl. So I did that, and then I continue on the sleeve, but I did do some decrease and like my own style. So I think the decrease doesn't look too nice, but it does. It's not too obvious because everything is chain. So the same thing I did for the cuff area, the ribbing for the cuff here, and the arm is also knit 2, purl 2 ribbing, and that's it. And then the yarn I'm using for this is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the Mayflower collection from Hobbii yarn. And then this was in a mystery pack of 4, so there wasn't any label there, but I believe this yarn is a combination of cotton and acrylic. It's not too warm because there's cotton in here, so yeah, it's a really nice sweater. I kind of like it. So I do need to use inner, like a inner piece here, or else, like, yeah, it's like see-through. So anyway, so that is what I'm wearing, and this pattern is designed by Cinnamon Stitches Jennifer. She don't have a written pattern. She does have a YouTube tutorial where she show you how to crochet this Ponchito, but then I just modified myself. She did say how to do the split, but you will have to look at the video if you're interested. And yeah, so I really like this top. So let's start with what I have finished. I have finished a few things, and it's really I think I have finished like four kind of big project. But let's start with something that I have already shown you in the previous podcast, which is a sweater, and it is the sweater number 18 by MyFavoriteThings.Knitwear. And here it is. Ta-da! Look at the glory. I'm not sure if you can see because I cannot see what you're looking at. So, let me just stand back. So this is sweater number 18. I have finished. I have block, weaving the end and everything. I even sewn in my own label, just so, like, you know, when I put it on, I know that's the back. And I have finished it. Isn't it so nice? Let me just close up and show you the texture. It is a textured pattern sweater. It is so nice. I like the neck, the neckband a lot. It is a folded neckband, and then it is like a oversized sweater. Look at the detail of the stitches. It's so pretty. The texture is so pretty. It's so simple, but it gives a really pretty effect to the whole sweater. And yeah, I am so happy with this. It is such a nice cozy sweater that I know I am going to enjoy wearing this, especially to the office where it's super cold. And this is really going to keep me warm because of the yarn that I used. It's so pretty. Okay, so let me just show you the yarn. Give me a moment because my yarn fell. Okay, so the yarn that I used for that sweater is, I held two yarn together, and one of it is Drops Baby Merino. This is a this is a merino wool, 100% merino wool. It is super soft. It's not superwash. It is superwash. Superwash merino wool, super soft. And then the other yarn I held double with is this Rowan Kid Silk Case. So this is the mohair I held it with. I only have this much left, so which is good because I like literally finished everything except this little bit here. So I'm super happy. And let me see, Drops Baby Merino. I think this is just in the color white. It's just a 50-gram balls, 191 yard, color number 1. And then this Rowan Kid Silk Haze is a 25-gram ball. And then this one is, let me see, wait, where is the, okay, this is 70% mohair and 30% silk. So it's just this color. So these two together, sorry if you hear the squeak on my chair. That is really annoying, but this is the only chair I have. Okay, so I did write down here on my notebook like the number of balls that I use, and then what is the size. So let me just read it to you. So this one, the needle size I use is 4mm. The pattern, I don't think it's 4mm for the main body. I think it is a bigger needle size. I think it's like a 5mm. And then the size that I chose for this pattern is size M. And then the number of balls for the kid silk case, for this I use 5 balls. So this is the 5th ball, and I only have a little bit left, so I count it as like 5 full balls. And then the number of drops baby merino, which is this one, I use about 6.5 balls, so 6.5 balls. I have another half in my bin of scrap yarn. And then this one took me a while to finish. I actually started this sweater in November, mid of November, and then I just finished it yesterday. I just finished blocking. Yeah, everything is finished, like blocked weaving in the end yesterday. That's why I wanted to show it today, because this is a big piece for me. So yay, finally finished it, and I am so happy. Should I show you what it looked like on me? Okay, maybe I'll show you, just give me a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just want to show you. Let me stand up. Ta-da! So that's the neckline, and then it's quite a nice long sweater. To be honest, my room isn't cold enough to be wearing this, and I am quite hot right now, but it's okay. I just wanted to show you, just close up. See the texture and the detail here. I love the shoulder seam here, really nice. It is quite a thick fabric because of the texture, the knit and purl. And then there's also some like purling here, which make it like kind of thick, but this will be perfect in the office. Like at the moment I'm just wearing a mini skirt, so it's a little bit warm, and well, I think I'll just as well be wearing this while I talk to you about this. And yeah, so so I finished this in 2 months. It usually doesn't take me that long to finish a sweater. It's because I have other projects in between, and when I was knitting on this and I got a little bit bored, so I changed to something smaller. And yeah, so this is a very nice sweater, and a warm sweater when and it is perfect for colder weather, or like maybe like season change, which not happening here wherever you are. So like fall piece, probably, not too sure. but I think this will be a great piece to work with and to have in your wardrobe. And I love the sleeve length. I usually don't do my sleeve too long. It is usually like until where my watch is, but I like this as a longer sleeve. I think it goes really well with the rest of the sweater. So yeah. Okay, so I think I'll change this out if I feel like unbearable. Okay, so that's my first finished object, and I am super proud and happy that I finished this. It's so lovely. Okay, so that second piece that I finished was something that I talked about in the previous podcast as well. It was the Bella. It was Bella from, let me see, I have so many notes here. Okay, so this is Bella from Babintseva. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce, but I will pop it on the screen as I show you this piece. So this is the piece that I wanted to make for my daughter for the first day of the Chinese New Year, which was like 2 days ago, and I successfully finished it before the first day, and I was able to block it, and she was able to wear it on the first day of the Chinese New Year, and I'm so proud and so happy to be able to do that. And I will pop in a picture of her wearing this right here. And yeah, so this is the piece. There's like a peplum, like little flare here, ripple, how do you say this, like this peplum style. And this is something like a vest type, and there's lace detail here at the bottom just before the flare. It is so pretty. Not sure if you can see. It's like a leaf motif kind of thing. And then this is the back of the top. Look at the lace detail all the way down at the button band. This is so pretty. This is such a pretty pattern. Not sure if you can see. Look at the detail. I am so happy that I was able to finish this, and she was able to wear it on the first day, and she looks so cute. It looks so cute in this. So I really love this. So let me tell you more about the yarn. So the front, there's the lace pattern is only at the bottom, and then at the back it's all along the button band, and that adds really nice detail to the back of this top. And okay, my yarn is flying everywhere. I think it's on the floor. Give me a second. So the yarn that I use, sorry for the squeak if you can hear that. So the yarn that I'm using is this Knit Pig palette yarn, and this is in the colorway Rogue. This is the yarn, and then this one is a 50-gram ball, 231 yard. It's a fingering weight yarn, and this one is 100% Peruvian Highland wool. This is Peruvian Highland wool, and after washing and blocking this, it softened up a lot, and it is not scratchy. I'm not too sure if it's scratchy or not, because she did use another like t-shirt, a long sleeve black t-shirt inside here, because she usually like get cold easily, so I usually do double layer of clothing on her. So this is on the outside, and she was using this with that t-shirt, and it keep her warm, so that's good. And I did the size 5 to 6 years old, although she's actually 10 years old, but I did the 5 to 6 because her body frame, her body size is smaller than her age. She usually, if I'm buying clothes for her, I usually buy like 7 to 8 years old, and it fit her fine. Sometimes it can be a little bit loose on her, so the pattern did give measurement for all the age. I think the age range was like probably 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 starting, and then up to 14, 15 years old, I believe. I could be mistaken, but I'll leave the link to the pattern page down below, so if you're interested, you can go check it out. It's a pretty pattern. It is using a graph so that you can follow chart, so you can follow the chart when you're using this. When you are knitting this, it's a chart pattern. And then what else? Let me see, how many balls did I use? Okay, so this one, so I'm using a 3.75 millimeter. It actually suggests a 3.5 millimeter, but I think because my gauge was a little bit tighter, so I need to go like up a size in the needle, and I used this ball, so I used 2.5 balls, only 2.5 balls to make this top. And yes, it doesn't require a lot of yarn because this is a children size garment, so yeah, it doesn't require that much. Okay, so that's my second finished object. And then my third finished object is something that I didn't even mention, but I was planning to make a second ranunculus. So I'm happy I was able to do that, and I'm just going to show you. So yay, this is my second ranunculus. I made the first one in Hobie yarn, which was what was that called? I have the yarn right here. Give me a minute. Okay, so the first ranunculus I made using this Hobie twister solid in this particular color. I think not too sure, but I think this color is ginger. The color number is 119. That was the first ranunculus, and then this is the second one I did. It's more beigey pinky color, and this yarn is, wait, where's my book? Okay, I have it here. So this one, I used the yarn because I only have 4 balls of this yarn, and I completely finished everything, which I am so happy about, because I really don't want to have so much left over because I wouldn't know what to do with the yarn. And so I literally finished everything. Of course, I do have like really small bits when I weaved in the end and cut off. I do have those really small pieces, and I do have like enough to, you know, like put it on my notebook as like to see what is the yarn, what yarn this is. And that's all I have. So the yarn that I used was this, what's this, Kraemer Soul Wool. So that's the label of the yarn. Morning set, what's this, salutation. And then this one is, I don't know what's the color, but it's this color. Like a sandy pink color. And then me see. This is a DK weight yarn. I used the needle size 5mm. The fiber content is 51 lyocell and 49 cotton. I don't know what's lyocell, but I assume it's something like plant fiber. So it's actually perfect for summer top. And what else? Okay, so I used 4 balls. I completely finished all the 4 balls, and I was able to make this ranunculus, and I'm so happy. And I did add on the sleeve, so this is like elbow length. Super happy with this. It's a perfect summer top. Yeah, what can I say? This is the second ranunculus. I might want to do another one in the future, maybe not this year, not sure, but I do have plans for what I wanted to make throughout the years, but it might change though, not too sure. But I did plan what to make, like every month, what to cast on. I don't know, it's a little bit too ambitious, but but I never really have plans. Every year I don't really have plans. I just want to make whatever I feel like. So but this year somehow I do have plans. I think because I bought quite a bit of pattern and I have not started on some of it, so I really wanted to do that. So I have a notebook here which shows like all the pattern that I have bought. So this is like all the paid pattern. So this is the pattern name, and then these are the designer. I have like these 3 pages of pattern that I have bought, and I have made more than half of them, but I do want to finish off the rest of the pattern that I have not started, and I still wanted to make them, so I might as well like plan it this year to actually make them, to knit them. Especially all of these are knitting pattern, and I have like from a few designer like Olga. She have some really pretty summer pattern that I really wanted to make, and then I do have some even like amigurumi style knitted dolls that I wanted to make. Oh, I actually do have crochet doll here. I think two of them are crochet. The rest are all knitted item. So I even have like my favorite things knitwear. I have the camisole number 3 that I haven't started. And then from Refined Knitwear, I have like fungus slipover, and then I also have like some, what is this? Some pattern. Let me see. I think PetiteKnit. I also have. I have already bought like the Copenhagen cardigan that I wanted to make this year. All of that have been written out. Which month I'm going to cast on, and I am so excited to cast on because this January I have already cast on what I planned, which was the ranunculus, and then the Bella for my daughter. Yeah, there's 2 more things I've already casted on. So that one is going to be in my WIP project that I'm going to show you after I finish showing you all my finished object. So this is my 3rd finished object, the ranunculus. So that's done. So the final finished object that I have is something that I didn't even plan to start it this month, but I just did it anyway because I was looking at the yarn and I already have planned on what I wanted to do with that yarn. But I also didn't put in the plan for like this year. I just wanted to start it. I was happy because I finished a few project, and I just wanted to like reward myself on starting this project. But I've already finished it, and this is not a knitted project, it's a crochet project, and it's just a very simple pillow case, pillow case. So it's a very simple single crochet pillowcase cover. How do you say it? Pillow cover. So there's no pillow inside, obviously. This is just the casing, and then I have already put all the button. The other 3 buttons here are on the other side, so that it's not too visible and not too much button on the outside that it can get caught on something. So the only button that's showing is the 2 sides here at the end, and then it's just a simple, really simple pillowcase. Let me just show you. It's a simple pillowcase cover, and then this is the yarn that I used. So this is the yarn that I use, Caron Latte Cake. I have 2 of these, so this is the second one. This one I actually finished one whole cake on this whole case. So I have another one, so I can make 2. That's my plan. I wanted to make 2 pillowcase cover. Yeah, so I finished one. I just want, this is going to be like a, the first one was like trying to see how many stitches I need to start with, how many chain I need to start with, and then now I have this. I can easily start on the second one, and yeah, I don't have to do all the counting anymore. I still have to do the starting chain counting based on this one, but this one works. This is a nice one, a nice size one that I wanted for my daughter's room. I'm going to make 2, and then what I like about this is because the yarn is so soft, and this is a, what's this? This is a 58% acrylic and 42% nylon, and then the colorway is red macaron. So that's the color. This is the color, and it's so soft that I think it's going to be like so comfortable for her to lay her head on, you know, like it's not scratchy at all. It's like the perfect pillow for her. But even the pillow itself, I'm going to make that. I have pillow stuffing, and then I don't have a cotton fabric, a white one, but I can use whatever color I wanted, so it doesn't matter because it's just going to go inside of this cover. And I did, if you want to know, I did 100 chain. No, I did 52. Wait, how many did I do? I think I chained 51, and then I crochet, single crochet back on the chain. I did single crochet, and then I turned the single crochet on the other side just to make a round, a circle, and I just keep crocheting upward, and so altogether there are 100 single crochet in one round. So I just keep going until I until until here, and then I didn't join for the round. I just crochet like 50 chain up, and then just folded it, and then just whip stitch, whip stitch to close it, and then put button on it. So that's all I did. So it's no like not like really complicated, it's just really simple. And yeah, that's what I did during my leave and my weekend. And then now let's move on to my whip. But before that, I think I need to change my clothes. Getting a little bit warm, so give me a moment. Okay, I'm back, guys. So now let's move on to whip. It has been quite a while, and I think I don't know how long it's been since I first record, but let me just show you some of the whip that I have. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Getting really cold. Okay, let me start with something that I have not finished for a few months now. And if you have been following me for a while, you know what project that is. It's the No Frills sweater by PetiteKnit, and I have not finished it. But there's progress, I just have not finished it. So let me show you where I am right now. Let me just show you the whole sweater first. Okay, I don't even know where's the front and back. Is this the front or the back? Okay. So this is my No Frills sweater. I actually finished the body. I have finished the body. I even did the ribbing here and already bind off. I used the Italian bind off method where you need to weave in. You need to use a needle and thread to do the bind off for the Italian bind off. And then I just started on the first sleeve, finally getting to it. I think the last I showed you, I was here. I was here where the marker is, and then since then I have finished that much, and then starting on the sleeve now. Yeah, I really hope I can finish this because I think this is going to be one of my favorite sweater, but I don't know why I keep holding it off and finishing other project other than this. I really need to finish this, but I think since now I have already started on the sleeve, I think I will have some motivation because now I'll just knit and knit and knit until I have the right length of the sleeve and I can move on to the next. So I really hope by the next time I podcast, this is going to be done. And I don't want to see it again like in the podcast. Okay, the yarn that I used for that is a yarn that I frogged from a store-bought sweater, and I repurposed the yarn for this No Frills sweater. And because I love the color so much, but I don't really like that store-bought one. That sweater was given to me by my sister, and so I frogged it to use the yarn because I love the color so much, and I think I will wear it even more in this pattern because I already have this is the second No Frills sweater that I'm making. The first one I did was using a worsted weight yarn, which was a little bit thicker and a little bit fuzzier. It's an acrylic yarn, but even so, I do like this No Frills sweater, the silhouette of it, really nice, and it fit really nicely on me, and the fitting all is like perfect. So that's why I'm making a second one using this yarn, and I know I'm going to love it so much. And this one I did the size, I think L or M, probably the third or fourth size, I don't remember. And then the needle I'm using for this is 4mm. So yeah, but the yarn is thin, so it's taking a while because of how thin the yarn is, but I'm still loving it. So that's my first WIP. I think you have seen this a few times already, so I really hope this is the last podcast that I'm to show this. I mean, for the no frill sweater, it's going to be a WIP in this podcast, the last. So the next one, I hope it's going to be a finished object. It's been taking so long. Okay, so next WIP. Wait, I do have another one. Where is it? Oh, okay. Oh, I put it so far. Give me a moment. Okay. So this one I've also shown you in the previous podcast, and it's socks that I am making for a friend. I need to give my friend this socks by February, and it's already like toward the end of January, and I need to give this to my friend in the mid of February, and I haven't finished it. I have half a finished object. This socks is taking me so long. So this is a men's socks, and no pattern. I just wanted to do a ribbed socks, so that, you know, like ribbed socks are usually easier to fit most people because there's a lot of like stretch. And I just did a really simple 2x2 rib, just from the cuff to the toe. And then my friend have a really big foot. He's a guy, and I did 72 stitches on magic loop. I'm not even sure if it fits him because I didn't, you know, try this on him. It's just going to be like a surprise gift, like a birthday gift. So I think because he have been asking for socks ever since he know I can knit socks, and he have been asking for it, so it's going to be a birthday gift for him. So I hope I can finish it in time. And this, I just started the second socks. It's just at the cuff and like itty bitty bit here. And then this is the yarn that I use, and this yarn I got it from a friend. I bought it from a friend. I am not sure what is the fiber content, but it does feel like those superwash nylon blend, and then it's definitely a fingering weight. It's definitely fingering weight yarn, and I am using what is this, 2.25 millimeter needle on this. So I do cross my finger. I hope it fits. Yeah. And he likes, no, does he? I don't know what his favorite color is, but he's a guy boy, so I figured like I'm just going to use blue. So yeah, so this is the second WIP I'm doing. And then the third one, I actually wanted to make the honey clutch. I haven't ever made the honey clutch before, so maybe I'll just show you. Okay, all my project, I have been storing it in my project bag from 2am Design. I am using all the project bag which is from her because I really love her project bag. Let me show you. This is like, this is where my no frill sweater is, in this large size project bag. And then I have a smaller one where it holds my other project, socks project in here. And then my socks, these socks that I'm making for my friend, it is residing in this sock bag, sock project bag, a flamingo one, which I really love, also from the same designer, 2am Designs. And then my honey clutch is in this bag, also from 2am Designs. I love her project bags. Okay, so let me just show you the honey clutch, the first honey clutch that I made, which is from PetiteKnit. And of course there's like some mistake when I was doing this, but it doesn't matter. I've been using it a lot ever since I finished the first one. So this is the honey clutch by PetiteKnit, and I think I finished this, I don't even know when I finished it. I have my book here. This I have so many notebooks, but this one is all my projects from 2021 and 2022. So my 2021 is here, and then the rest of the project here is my 2022, 2021, and 2022 is here. So it's like really thick. And then I was thinking of doing my 2023 here, but it is getting so thick that I couldn't even close it or put it properly in a shelf somewhere, because it just doesn't want to close properly, and then just want to be like this. So I decided to do my 2023 in here instead, in a new book. And then for this, the remaining of the page, I can use it to do like ideas, what I wanted to do. Maybe if I have some ideas outside of my plan that I have planned to cast on, I can use the remaining pages for that. So let me see when I did my honey clutch. Oh, okay. So I made this honey clutch. This one is on the. It's my New Year cast on in 2022. So I actually made this on the 1st January 2022. It's literally the New Year cast on, and I finished it on the 13th January 2022. So it took me 13 days to finish this clutch, and I have used this ever since. So I have used this for a year, and this is a knit crate Odin wool chill line, the chill line, and then the color is Let's Get Crazy. And then what is the yarn? Sorry. Okay, so it is 90% Suri alpaca and 10% cashmere. It's a worsted weight yarn, 100 gram, 150 yards. Yeah, so this is the Odin wool Let's Get Crazy colorway, and I have used this for a year, like exactly a year since I finished it 13th January, and then I use it till now. So yeah, a year. But if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, there's a lot of peeling, and then but it have hold up so well. There's a lot of okay, focus. There's a lot of peeling, and then if you can see, like, I don't know, I think on the camera it still looks okay, but if you see it in person, there's so much peeling. The fuzz it's getting poofier every day, and then I really use this thing, like, and then I have lined it. I have put zipper, I have lined it, and then I give it so much like lots of love. So I feel like it's time to make another one, and because I know I'm going to use it a lot as well. I'm still using this actually, but I wanted to make another one just in case, like this one just in case I needed another one basically. And I wanted another color as well, so I am making another one. And it is, oh no, it's coming off the needle. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, so I'm making another one. So this is the other one that I'm making. Look at the color, this side maybe. So I am using the Lion brand, what is it? Wait, yarn over here. See how organized I am? My things are everywhere. Okay, so this is what I'm using, the Lion brand hand dyed Heaven, and this one is in the colorway Fantasy. It's 100% nylon, and then this one is 70 gram, 175 yards. So that's the yarn label at the back, the detailed. And then this is a lightweight number 3, and I've used this yarn for several things. Not several, I mean I've used this yarn for vest, yeah, that I test knit, Hoya vest. And yeah, I like the fabric. It's soft on the skin as well, but it's really tough. So I feel like this is going to be a the perfect yarn for this project, since it's going to be so tough. I feel nylon is a tough material. It's going to withstand a lot of rain and storm. So I decided to use this one instead of this one, but this one it hold up quite well. Since I've been using it for a year, it has been in and out of my handbag, in and out of my laptop bag, and yeah, I still love it so much. I love this color, and I'm still going to use this. So yeah, so this is my third whip. Wait, what? Yeah, my third whip. And I'm just on the base now, starting. I'm going to start knitting on the body soon, going up. But I was looking at the pattern, I was like, how did I do it the first time? Because when I look back at the pattern, I was like, I don't understand what it's saying. It's like, how can that be? Because I've already made one. Like, but I don't understand. I was reading it, I was like, what? I'm so confused. I was like, what should I do next? What's this? I was really reading it like slowly and trying to understand what it was saying after the base, and you need to go up the body. I was like, I really couldn't understand it at all. I was rereading it so many times. I was like, wait, how can that be? Because I've already made one. It should be getting easier to understand. But it's like I really don't know how I did this one. And then yeah, that's why it's just staying here at the base of the clutch, and I haven't go up. It's because I was so confused at what I should be doing next. I was like, maybe I should just wing it. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how I understand it, when I should be like more experienced in reading the pattern. But I don't know. Maybe my knitting pattern knowledge have decreased. Oh well, I'll just have to figure it out. Not too sure, but that's what I'm going to do. So weird. Anyway, I hope I can move on and finish this, because I know I'm going to use this a lot. And I'm using the what is this? Double pointed needle. And I realized the only time I use double pointed needle is like this. Something like this. I don't usually use double pointed needle. Like even for socks, I like to use magic loop instead of double pointed needle, because I think double pointed needle for socks kind of confuse me a little. So anyway, okay, so that's the one. And then my last whip is another socks that I am actually currently working on. I know I haven't finished my friend's socks and I'm already working on another socks. No, I should actually focus on my friend's socks, but this one was because the yarn was just sitting there and I really wanted to see how the color play for just a plain vanilla socks. So I am just making a really simple vanilla socks. It's a self-striping, not really striping, but it's like this king cole zigzag yarn, and this is in the colorway Lagoon. And then this one is 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon. It's 100 gram, 460 yards, so there's a lot of yardage in this 100 gram. So I can definitely make 2 socks out of this skein of yarn. And this is how the color is playing out currently, just minus the cuff. So that's how the color is playing out. Because of the cuff here, I'm using different yarn. I'm using leftover of this mustardy yarn that I got. Is also, this is from Drops Fable Unicolor, and then this one is also Drop Fable's Unicolor. But this is, I'm not sure what's the color number for this one, but this like eggplanty color is 104. So I'm using this to do the cuff because I think it really goes well with this color here. So I just did like 2x2 rib, and then I just did like the stripe, 2 stripe here, and then I'm just carrying on doing stockinette stitch all the way down. And yeah, so it's this one, no pattern, just a simple vanilla socks. But I think I'll just hold this off first and finish my friend's socks first, because that's the priority. And yeah, that's all I have. Wait, no, I have a last whip. I was looking at the yarn and I saw the yarn there, like, no, I have that last last whip that I want to show you. This is truly the last one. And okay, so this one I want to show you because I'm so happy with this one as well. It's going well. I've done quite a bit actually. So let me show you. This is the, I have to think of what's the name. Let me see. I don't remember the name of this pattern. Okay. This one is, okay. So this is Driftwood by Isabell Kraemer. I am working on this because this is one of the plan for my January cast on, and I have completed the whole body of this sweater. And then I just right now need to do the sleeve and the button placket here, right here. I need to do this, the button placket and the collar and the sleeve, but the whole body is done. I love this color so much. I didn't even know, at first this wasn't my first color choice. I wanted to do this gray color. This is a light gray color, by the way, and a light blue color, but I think it won't be as much of a contrast because the color are quite similar. So instead I did this, like this brown, orangey brown color. I'm going to show you the yarn in a bit, but I look at the progress. I finished even the ribbing and I am so happy. This was a very quick knit because of the stripe and because it is so fun. I realize I love to do stripe because it doesn't feel like it's taking so long, because you're changing color like every few rows, and it's so much fun. And this is a heavier weight yarn. Wait, let me see. Not too heavy, but this is a DK weight yarn, and the yarn I use for this is this Knit Capra. What is this? Yeah, Knit Capra and DK weight yarn. And then this color is Tansy Heather. And then this light gray is, what is this? Angelite Heather. That's the two color. But when you see this two color, this one you can see that it's a light gray, and then you can see this orangey brown color. But when it was in the sweater, it looked kind of bluish. Isn't that cool? But this is a really quick make, and I love this pattern. I love the silhouette of it. It's so pretty. And let me see what is the yarn. Sorry, no, I didn't write it down. Which one was the needle that I used? Oh no. I think I used a 4.5 or a 5mm needle. I don't remember. And the needle is not here. Oh no. Wait, what did I use for this? Oh no, what happened? Usually I put my needle in the project bag, but somehow I think I took it out, and oh darn, now I don't remember what's the needle size I use. I didn't write it down actually. I usually write it down immediately, like what yarn, what needle I use, but it's not there. Oh no. Oh well, I think I'll just figure it out later on. But yeah, it's a quick make, and I love how it's looking. I'm so happy. This is the back. It's a simple raglan sweater, well, with a saddle shoulder. Like, it's a saddle shoulder. This is called saddle shoulder, right? Yeah. And this one is actually a free pattern. I think you can find this in Revel. I'll leave a link down below, because if I'm not mistaken, this is a free pattern, and it's so pretty. You should go make this. But I definitely didn't knit as long as the pattern suggested, because I don't really like. And then I think there's also like shaping to the body, which I'm too lazy to do. So I did just like straight body down and then ribbing, like I always do. This is definitely shorter than what the pattern suggested, and then yeah, there's no shaping. But I do love this so much. I want to finish this, but I think I really need to get on with my friend's socks first. Priority number 1. Okay, so that's all I have. That's quite a lot of projects going on, and I'm so excited this year because like I said, I have already planned out what I want to cast on every month. So it is going to make me, let me just show you. It's going to make me so excited to cast on new project every month, since I know that since I know what I want to do. Let me just show you. Look at this. This is my plan. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. So this is my plan. Like, I have like January, February, March, and then April, like what I wanted to cast on based on all the projects that I've bought, which I have not cast on yet. And then I also have downloaded some free knitting pattern, and I also wanted to do that. So I add in some paid pattern and also some free pattern like every month, so that and then it's not just all garment, it's all, there's also accessories like socks or bags or maybe like stuffed animal, so that it keep me excited to cast on things. And I can also record down how many skeins or balls of yarn that I use, so that I can kind of like use up my stash and I don't have to buy. So most of the pattern, the pattern that I wanted to do, I'm sure I have the yarn for it, because I have like a lot of yarn right here. I have a lot of yarn, so I'm so excited. Like this January, I have already cast on all the things that I wanted to do, like the honey clutch, Bella I have finished, Driftwood, which was the Isabell Kraemer one, which is left, which I have only left the sleeve. Ranunculus I have finished, so one thing I just need to finish my friend's socks, and then the Driftwood, and then honey clutch, and also my no frill sweater. No frill sweater, since it was from last year, I can do it like, well, I do want to finish it by the next podcast. Oh well, but I think even if I don't finish like some of it, like for example the honey clutch is fine, I can carry it to the next month. But what I promised myself is I want to cast on projects in that month, which I have planned. And then like February, of course I'm going to finish it, but I don't have to rush it, like stress myself out. I just wanted to I can carry it to the next month, doesn't matter. So I have like February, I have 3 projects that I plan to cast on, including socks, sleepover and a sweater. And then I have, and look at all the plans. I have like May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I have all this that I plan to cast on. This one, there's a lot here because I plan to do some crochet amigurumi for my kids, for my sister's kids as well. Thank goodness I don't have that many nephew and niece. I only have 1 nephew and 1 niece and I have 2 of my kids, so I think I can do this. Usually amigurumi doesn't take me too long. And then I think I even have like a Christmas thing going on here in December. I think it's a Santa basket or something like that I want to cast on. Yeah, so that's what I plan to do, and I'm so excited, and I hope you are too, to see my journey for this year. And that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.